ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Tin Tuesday. For you this evening, we've got two matches from round one of our tournament, Balance of the Force. And as I'm playing that first match, I will hand you straight over to Mr. Sam Cooper.
Hello, hello. I'm going to be guiding you through this game tonight, and it's going to be a game. We'll see what happens at the end of it. I'm not solo though. I've got fellow Tin Ricky, who will hopefully be in the game at some point in the near future. But I believe you're still in Discord.
I am here. I am still on the Discord. I'm loading the game. So we are imminent. Some balanced games.
All right, I believe Sean has gone to join his opponent. So
I have no idea what they're flying, so run me through the list.
I will run us through the lists. We have, on the Sean side, Galactic Republic, Anakin Skywalker with Predator and Tractor Beam, Plo Koon in a Delta 7B with R4P Astromech, and then two Loyalist Volunteers with R4 Astromechs and Thermal Detonators and the Besh Config.
Oh.
So, in keeping with the Balance of the Force, we've got a 5-6 and a 2-2, so we've got two high initiatives and two low initiatives, so they balance each other out. On the flip side, we've got Separatists, or is it Scum, with the Fire Spray in attendance? Who knows? We've got Jango Fett, everyone's favourite, with Marksmanship, Auto Blasters, Count Dooku, Seismic Charges, Contraband Cybernetics, and Slave 1, for a total of 102 points on this Fire Spray. And he's balanced out by the Frisbee DGS 047. And that guy has Iron Missiles and the Zam Wessel crew. So we've got a double-tapping gunship that has its good old stabilizers. So a side-slipping, double-tapping Frisbee. And in the middle of it all, General Grievous with Impervium Plating and Soulless One. So Sean's gone for the 2 high initiative, 2 low initiative. And Christopher has gone for the 1 high, 1 low, and 1 straight in the middle.
It's a lot of big rocks.
And everyone has got a lot of big rocks.
That is a lot. It's been very interesting to keep those formations together.
Yeah, well, I believe this is why Sean brought the Tractor Beam on Anakin, and he even said before the stream was live, he's so unused to having not gas clouds.
Right. You get round to making sure everyone brought the same rocks each round, or are they just going through?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to pretend complete ignorance.
I'm only saying that because I've actually brought Han Solo in the Scum Falcon. You see.
Oh, okay. This is my first introduction to your list. By the way, I'm playing Ricky tomorrow in round 1 of Balance of the Force because
that's right.
Apparently a 10-on-10 matchup was unavoidable.
To say I'm polishing my lance as we speak.
Chris,
just hypothetically, if there was one ship in your list you really didn't want to die first, just a hypothetical question, what would that be?
Hypothetically, I guess it would be DBS 404. He's the key to the list.
Okay, interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
Looks like they're about set up. They've got quite a few ships on the board. Just the I-6s to go. So, all right. Who are you betting on, Ricky?
Do you know what? It's been a while since I've played X-Wing properly. Most of these ships here, I don't really know what they do, but there's a Fire Spray on the board. So I'm going to have to go for that, I think.
Oh. Not betting on your fellow Tin. Traitor.
No, I don't want to be too biased, do I? Can't be biased.
I've already put my bet in the chat. I'm betting on Sean because I feel like I have to, and he'll watch the VOD later and complain if I didn't.
Sean, yes, actually, no, definitely Sean. Sean's gonna win. Hi, John. All right. I'm just catching up on the chat there. I've got the stream open as well, so I can see.
All right, so we've got deployment-wise, we've got 1 volunteer right at the bottom here, 1 volunteer right at the other side, and the Jedi about halfway in between. Plo Koon's facing off against General Grievous, and Jango facing off to the side, and the Frisbee dead center. Okay. So a bit non-committal from both sides.
What's the deal with those Frisbees then? They can do a side slip, right? They can move sideways.
So yeah, so The way it works is their stabilizers, their config card. If it's in the active position, whenever they put in a turn or a bank, you put it on the side of the ship instead of the front.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got a feeling, have these ships sort of been a bit dead on arrival? I haven't really heard or seen.
There've been some good lists with frisbees.
So, how many can you fit in a list then? 4, 5?
4. You can fit 4 with some good missiles.
But that's that's even more. I used to play the Star Vipers a bit, and it would hurt my brain to even play one of those. I can't imagine trying to play 4 ships that can move in 7 or 8 different directions each turn.
Yeah, but they're not like Star Vipers. They're not quite
they're not
tricky as that. They're quite if you play them for a little bit, you realize they're actually quite straightforward in how they move.
Right. Okay, and they can't do the side slip every turn, can they?
No, it's every other turn, and your opponent knows when your gunship has to side slip, because if it's active, any bank you have to do it as a side slip. You can't do it normally.
I see.
So, for example, we got moves from DGS, and he's flipping his stabilizers because you flip it after you move. So next turn, if he wants to put in a turn or bank, he has to do it in a side slip. He can do straights as normal. But yeah, here we go. On the go. We got the volunteers on the yellow volunteer racing down the bottom of the pitch, and the red volunteer turning in. That doesn't want to face off against General Grievous. I don't blame him.
It's fairly interesting, the balance of the force, I think, because in general, most lists will have those lower initiative ships that can almost be hunted by the other players.
Yeah.
Higher initiative ships, so it will make for quite an interesting game, I think.
And also, I mean, the other side is it incentivizes people to bring a couple of blockers.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Either loading up those small ships with a bit of ordnance or trying to block someone, really. That's the end of the day. Keeping those small chips as cheap as possible, probably.
Yeah, so you can get some stonky big aces.
Right, so this Django's looking pretty menacing here.
And looks like Sean wants none of it.
Those are the V-wings. Yeah, they'll be able to get out of that pretty easy.
Yeah.
So whether he tries to kite that Django into the rocks.
I mean, I gotta feel like that's the end goal here. You want.
But the seismic charges.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Seismic charges makes everything interesting in this game, because like the tractor beam on Anakin, that makes me think he wants his enemy to be near obstacles, and Django is perfectly fine to just blow them up. And for 4i3 ships, yeah, I went for 2i3, 2i4 in the end, so I just dodged the ace meta. We'll see which one comes out on top.
I've got 6 5 and 2 1s.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I've decided to fly against you, or what I have to fly against you, I should say. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting tomorrow.
Save it.
Honest, I'm already having serious regrets of the list I've chosen.
You can't have it already. I haven't even played round 1.
I don't know. I always have that. But normally I do it on the morning before a tournament that you actually have to go to. Now I've just got weeks to sit on this and be, just self-pity.
All right, we've got a system phase boost from Anakin. He's boosting straight into the asteroid field. Yellow volunteers moving into the rocks, and boosts away. Okay, he's doing all right. Yeah. Red volunteer says, "Nope, don't want anything to do with those separatists."
Ooh, what's that? 3?
That's 3 straight, just a focus.
Interesting.
So that makes you think Sean secretly wants to turn in.
Yeah, no. He's heading for that line, do you reckon?
Yeah, so we've got 5 straight from Grievous, boost, and yeah, so Grievous is going to have a shot on that volunteer.
Yeah. We took the focus.
And then Plo, going to just bank in with a 3 bank.
It does add an interesting different element to the game, being able to boost or barrel roll in the system phase, doesn't it, really? I mean, is it better than the Aegis Strike? Probably not.
I
my
think
f-
it's different. Is the only way you can say it. Like you don't get to double. You can double reposition at different times. But you
Yeah.
don't get to do the old boost barrel roll shenanigans.
So it's better on lower initiative, but probably worse on a higher. If you're going to try to arc
Yeah.
dodge something, you can't. Well, you could do it in the system phase, but it's not as easy as it would be. As you've seen where everything is.
Alright, so Django's coming into the center of the board. That was a 1 bank and then a boost. Anakin's done the 5 straight. Takes an evade. Okay. So Anakin's not going to get shot by Django, but I'm pretty sure DGS will have a go at him.
Yeah, looks
There
like
we go,
it.
Anakin shooting into DGS 047.
Oh, that is close.
Probably means hopefully Sean remembers to close the bets at some point. Otherwise, some people who come in later are going to get some easy wins.
Right, what we got?
We have 1 crit and a focus. He spends the force for a hit crit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And blank and evade out of the gunship. So first blood, shield on the gunship done. Flips the Zam card, it's You Should Thank Me. After you defend, Zam Wessel recovers 1 charge and then acquires a lock on the attacker. So Anakin's probably using an ion missile this turn.
Oh dear.
It's not one you want to see, but he might be okay.
Target lock
be okay.
focused ion missile. Yummy.
Well, it's the gunships, so the target lock isn't a real target lock. He'll only get to reroll
Oh
1
yeah,
dice.
of course. Yeah. that's right.
Grievous gets hit, crit, thanks to his focus token. And the V-Wing rolls evade, focus, blank. So V-Wing is fine. He's loving it.
Gets away
Now,
with it.
the only other shot is probably this gunship. So we'll see, is he going to fire an ion missile? I'd have thought so. Yep, he's flipping the charge.
Well, you got to, haven't you? I think.
I mean, yeah, why not?
It's early on.
So 3 on 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh,
3
that's
hits
not
out of
bad.
the iron missile, spending his
I'll take that.
calculate.
Lovely.
Anakin should do okay. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, well, there you go.
Spends his evade token,
There you
gets
go.
his 3rd evade. So we
Not too
could
bad then.
see some thermal detonators dropped from the red volunteer here, just to make General Grievous think twice about coming herring in. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not quite sure how Sean wants to play this.
That Django, yeah, he could turn in there, couldn't he? Does he think Sean is going to turn into those rocks? He's gone there, Anakin. Will he go there with that red one? You could catch him, but it's almost too nicely set up. Yeah, it's almost too nicely set up. I think Sean will probably see that.
And Django, I feel, could do honestly like quite a slow maneuver and be happy.
Yeah, but
Too hard left, nice Django. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That would fit nicely into the rocks.
That would fit nicely. It's almost too perfect there, as you know. It's set up too nicely. Then if he gets in there, if he can drop a seismic anywhere near that free cluster, surely he'll get someone.
Now, I know that Sean is an aggressive player, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see Plo and the Red Volunteer jamming into where Django's going to be.
Yeah. You've got to say Grievous is going to go round the back there. There's no, well, he could turn in, but he'll probably
it depends if he's expecting the thermal detonators from the Red Volunteer.
Yeah, true.
But I wonder, does 5 straight boost just sort of clear? Maybe it does, actually.
Might just.
Actually, no, can't 5 straight boost. He's stressed. Just
there you go.
2-eyed left Django, stop Sean from coming in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good call.
So.
Gunship's stabilizers are in go straight mode, so I could honestly see just a 1 straight from the gunship, maybe even a stop if he's not quite sure where Anakin's going to end up. He has his target lock, so Oh. So it looks like the last dial to set is Anakin's dial. I mean, I imagine the yellow
Yes.
volunteer is just doing a 3 bank or 3 hard, wanting to come into the battle. Start getting some pot shots up on the gunship, because in the end, the gunship only has 1 agility, and if you can get enough shots in, it'll go down quite quickly. You just
Yeah.
gotta not
So
take
the
damage.
Anakin, we're presuming some sort of system phase
Yeah.
over here.
If he's crazy, a barrel roll to the left. If he's
Yeah,
not so
that would be
crazy, a boost.
crazy.
If he's not crazy, like a boost and then like Atticus said, a hard turn.
Yeah. Yeah, the frisbee. Yeah, the frisbee's probably playing it safe, going straight. Maybe a slow
Okay, that's a
straight.
barrel roll to
Maybe.
the left.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I know how this guy plays. Thanks for the follow, TubeSock42. Welcome to the Tin Squadron stream. Oh, okay, so the gunship does a 2 straight and calculates.
Yeah.
What has Anakin done? I'm actually quite curious now. Too hard from the Loyalist Volunteer. No bombs dropped this turn, so didn't need to worry about that. And that is a boost linked into a target lock, I must assume. Okay, so he wants to...
Oh man, he's going straight there. He's not messing around.
He's not messing around. So he's got everyone. Who's he going to lock? Like Django, I assume? Yeah, Django. Okay.
I fear for that one's life.
And he gets a stress. I'm sure he'll remember.
Ah,
Could be going
okay.
for the range 1 lock break with pilot ability. Yeah. Yeah, that could be a good one, actually. Okay, so here comes the other volunteer.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, there we go. He's remembering the stress now on both his V-Wings. So where's Grievous gone? Grievous did a 3 straight, so he wasn't worried about the bombs. And a boost.
Bomb would have
links
been
it to a focus.
nice there, wouldn't it? Yeah.
So he hasn't got the... Oh, hello, a sloop from Plo Koon. Okay, Plo. So
Nice,
Grievous
Sean.
facing off with Plo
This is
Koon. Django
face off,
just
isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, just as a bank left,
Yeah.
coming into the debris. I think I prefer the 2 hard, because it just
Yeah,
puts you in a much
same.
nicer situation. Because here your options are a little limited with Django.
Oh, you're in trouble next round, I think. Oh, I know, yeah.
And he's taking a target lock. I mean, I guess when he has Dooku crew. Alright, so
2 very
Django's...
aggressive players, I'd say.
Yeah.
Could be done in 45 minutes.
A 4K from Anakin. Hello.
Ooh.
Gets a stress. Is he going to use the pilot ability?
Nice.
Yeah, he is.
Hats.
So is he clearing the stress or the lock is the question. That's the fun question.
Has got a 180-degree arc there, has it not?
Yeah, so there is going to be a shot.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe... I think you just clear the stress and take a focus here, maybe. Okay, so he is clearing the stress. He can't barrel roll. Yeah, just a focus. Okay, so he's just going for the range 1 shot. Hasn't got the bullseye, I can confirm for that. Yeah, he's taking a range 1 from the disc.
What's that? So that'll be 3, yeah? 3 reds.
Yeah. So Django into the red volunteer, range 1, so 4v3. We have... I assume he's going to Dooku. Maybe he isn't. Maybe he won't. Either way, they've both done blues. He's not in the bullseye. For marksmanship. No Dooku, but I guess he doesn't need it.
Dooku. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Spending the lock, not the force. Okay. Spending the force at the end there.
There you go.
He wanted to try and keep his force mods, and the gun and the and the volunteer is just like, yeah, I'll take that. takes 3 damage. So the Loyalist Volunteer, number red,
man.
on 1 hull.
Sorry, at least he gets to shoot. At least
He
gets
does get to shoot his
That's
3 dice
huge,
gun.
actually.
Anakin has range 1 into the gunship. So we could see a tractor beam if Sean's feeling juicy.
You might be juicy.
And he is feeling juicy. That is 4 dice, which Anakin
Oh.
doesn't normally get to throw. So he's throwing a tractor beam into the gunship.
Oh.
Painful result. Oh wait, no, it's gonna go through. So
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, that's a small base, so fine.
he's gonna tractor the gunship.
Yeah, actually, I like.
He doesn't have any force,
No,
Atticus.
no.
He had 2 force at the start of this round. He spent 1 to barrel roll and then 1 to remove the stress.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the gunship has not landed on the rock, so it's still going to get to shoot.
Hasn't.
And all he's done is unobstruct the shots going in.
So he
In
moved
fact,
him then, so he can rotate. Yeah.
The gunship is taking a stress to rotate and still shoots
I was
Anakin.
going to say he can rotate. Yeah, but no, he has put himself in a predicament next time. But I mean, you're only a
No, the gunship side slips are open, so he can just side slip.
There you go.
Gunship is fine.
Oh man, I think this that new tractor mechanic has caught a few people out. I've got to say.
Yeah.
I think
this is
it's
Plo
still
Koon
right.
shooting someone. Okay. 3 crits.
Wow. Plo.
Grievous spends the focus, just takes a shield.
Man. That's some crits.
Yeah, so Sean hasn't got the force points with his ships as he's going, but unfortunately, Anakin doesn't have any force. Yeah, side slip to the right and we're behind Anakin again.
Yeah. I think I probably would have done the same there in Sean's position, but that is unlucky that he didn't hit the rock.
Yeah, he needed the gunship to land on the rock, basically.
Yeah, he did.
Alas, here we go. So Grievous rolls a single crit, and Plo rolls a single evade.
Gets out of it. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
The red volunteer wants to put some damage back into Django, rolling 3 dice.
This is a raid shot.
That's not a great shot. Spends the lock. Oh, hit crit. He converts. There we go.
There you go.
And focus evade. So that's 2 shields off Django for almost the entirety of that volunteer's. And then we've got yellow volunteer shooting range 1 into DGS. DGS has no agility thanks to the tractor token.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I understand what. Oh, and he's going to bash the. He's not going to bash. He's forgotten what bash does.
That happens to the best of us. I don't even know what bash is.
Bash is the config. You can spend your lock to change a focus or blank to a hit.
There you go.
So he's shooting into. Oh no! hit crit into Anakin.
He's forgotten what it does. That's fine. I do this all the time.
Just triple evades from Anakin. No punishment. Atticus, just don't watch. It's okay. So the thing about bash is that I know that Sean basically has only brought that config because it adds a bomb slot and probably hasn't thought about the rest of the text on the card. Although I am going to brutally remind him about it.
I'm sure he'll be watching this at some point.
Yeah. Oh, if you could just change your color to the spectator color, Ricky, because they can see your hand.
Okay. What do I have to change it to?
If you just, it's grey.
Okay, got you. My hand just floating around.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think if you just click on your face,
I'm doing it now. I've got a bit of it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Dials. That was a round, wasn't it? So the gunship is stressed. So if it wants to get another calculate, it has to do a too hard side slip. And fortunately, I guess the volunteer is currently in the way. Anakin's on 1 force now. Plo Koon's still at full force and has had to do very little, if anything. This is the thing where if he loses with Django at 1 hull, you'll never let him forget. Yep, absolutely.
That Plo is quite key to Sean's list, really, and that's the main damage output.
Yeah.
And then you've got Anakin and all the rest. He needs.
I mean,
if that Plo dies,
Plo's
he's in
throwing
trouble.
dice. We'll give it that.
Yeah,
So Plo
no.
has the R4P. So Plo's dial normally would be not so great because he has the stress, but with the R4P, almost any white maneuver is also blue, which can come in handy. I got to imagine the red volunteer just goes for a block or something on Django, just try and prevent Django from getting actions.
What can
really
Django
sure what
actually
else he
do
can
here? I mean,
do.
realistically, what if Sean can get himself anywhere in that little gap? I
mean, I feel like with Django, you turn too hard to the left, try and get your shot onto either Anakin or the Loyalist, because Anakin might be distracted by the fact that the gunship's still here. Yeah, don't drop bombs at Red, yeah. I can't.
So does the D-Wing have a
bombs
hard one? Or is it? Oh, he's stressed.
he's stressed. I believe it does have a hard one, but I think I'd have to. I'm going to go look it up right now. Don't mind me. I'm just minimizing. I'm sure the stream is going great. La di da di da.
And it's
Nimbus.
gone.
It does have a hard one, and it's white.
Yeah. Well, honestly, what other options does he have? I think that's probably
basically all the twos are blue. I could see just a hard one. Try and block for Django if Django drops a bomb. What's Plo actually doing? That's the thing. He's facing off against Grievous. Where's Grievous going? Maybe you just hedge your bets.
Moving after. I think you go slow and clear the stress and see where Grievous goes. Grievous stressed as well, so he's not going to go anything ridiculous, is he really?
Yeah, because Grievous's de-stress maneuvers are 2 banks, 2 straight, and 3 straight, so he doesn't have that many options either. But I feel like this is considering more damage has been technically dealt to the Separatist side. It feels like Separatists are in a bit of a better spot at the minute, but they can
slightly.
change. It definitely can change on the fly. I feel.
I think this turn's important. If this Plo can do some serious damage to Grievous, I think we've got a good game on our hands.
Like I guess Django could drop a bomb, but that feels like that feels like it could just go so wrong. But again, you do have more health to trade. Like a bomb exploding that hits Django, Anakin, and a V-wing is a win, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like dials are set. Red is dropping bombs. So please tell me Plo is doing something ridiculous, like something fast.
Well, what flash blues does he have?
Up to 5 straight.
Okay.
Red's dropping both bombs, in fact. Okay.
Wow. He wants that group.
And Yellow's dropping bomb. Yellow, you just drop 1 bomb, surely. Yeah. If you assume DGS is side slipping around that way, you just drop 1 bomb.
Yeah.
You don't drop 2. I'm sure.
He slice it towards the Roxo. Probably.
Okay. It doesn't look like Django's dropping a bomb, and there's no system phase movement from Anakin. So we got the side slip bumping into Anakin from the gunship.
Nice, Sean.
Cool. The gunship's kind of fine. Has to do a normal move next turn. So probably is going over the rock in the next round. But this was definitely the safer play because you just avoid the volunteers and any potential bombs. Red. Okay, so a 2 straight. Oh dear. 2 straight from Yellow lands on the rock. Doesn't take any damage, but is honestly quite a sad panda because he's on a rock. And the one hard from red. So that we called. That's they have R4s, of course. It's blue.
Aha.
I know his
Hoisted.
list. It's okay, Atticus.
Just testing you.
Of course, they have R4s. The one hard is white, so it's actually blue. He has an action. I'm zooming in.
Stay. I think you stay.
Please don't be in range of that thermal detonator.
He's close.
Okay, so Grievous is in range of both thermals.
Ooh, nice.
And he's going to barrel roll.
Yeah. That's
I don't. He does link it though, so he's expecting to.
I'm not 100%.
Why? What?
Oh, Coon.
Yeah, I'll hop in and remove the stress. Yeah, of course DGS can stop and then just flip again.
Yeah.
What? So he boosted. He barrel rolled and boosted, but I'm pretty sure Plo's still eating a thermal detonator.
Yeah.
I will just change color and remind them that yellow stress is gone.
Okay. Yeah, I think he is close on Grievous, but probably. That'd be interesting to see. Yes. Okay, so
Just
looking Django.
They don't seem to be listening to any. I think they haven't noticed the chat.
Oh, ooh, man!
Okay, so it catches a Plo, and was that just Plo?
I didn't see, to be honest.
And he takes a crit.
Oh.
Sean, why? Oh God! Yes, it hits his V-wing, and Django, and Plo.
Yeah, the V-wing could die.
The V-wing could just die.
The V-wing or
the V-wing? Yeah, he rolled a.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. I don't think he rolled a second. Wait, why is he taking the crit? I've missed. I missed.
He rolled a crit. He rolled a crit.
Yeah, but I thought that crit was for Plo getting a damage.
He rolled another crit.
Oh, I didn't see it. That's my bad.
Yeah, he rolled 2 crits. Yuck. And then Django.
All right, so Plo took no damage. Here's the Django damage. Django took a hit.
Okay, I got you. Okay, Plo. I mean, you would have traded 1 for Plo on the V-wing there, but.
Oh, fine. But I didn't see what Sean's original thing was. Did he put in a red, and it turned out he was stressed, so couldn't do anything. That's why he did the 2 white.
Do 2.
Okay. Oh no, it's not going good. So Django shoots yellow volunteer. Hit crit. Thank you for following Natty Wojak. Django bombs next round. Maybe, yeah, sure does. So that's hit crit hit crit into the V-wing, so it's shields down.
That's sad for that V-wing. I've got to say,
stream nerves are getting to Sean. They must be.
Sean has pretty much organised this whole tournament single-handedly and streams every week.
Gunships
the pressure,
firing range 1.
The pressure of doing his own game.
Hit focus. There we go. There we go. It's not all doom and gloom. Oh no.
Ooh, okay.
Takes a hit.
Okay.
And then he flips his. Wait, why did he get a lock? Oh, it's DGS. Of course, it's DGS. I remember that. So DGS's pilot ability is after you do an attack, if they're in your front arc, you may acquire a lock on them. And if they're in your bullseye, you give them a strain. I'll be fair. I think, and I'm probably going to get an earful from Sean for this. I think in this case, it's not the V-wing's fault that it's not doing too good. The V-wing.
I'm commentating now.
The V-wing didn't dial in the wrong dial and have to do a stress maneuver.
That's something that definitely didn't happen.
I mean, I guess you drop bombs out of Yellow V-Wing again, just for shits and giggles. Maybe you can, maybe Christopher does something weird with DGS. Oh, this is going downhill. Maybe Plo can save it. Anakin's undamaged.
As long as that plays live, everyone's got a chance.
Let's have some positivity. Plo could do a sloop and start shooting. He can just and anything. Plo can do lots of things. He's a very, very cool dude.
I think at this point is whether you put all your guns at Django or
At
just
this
try and
point,
take
you
out
play
these
for MOV.
two. Yeah, you try and just take out these two. No, he's not that bad yet.
Yeah, that was a rough round.
He's got this. That was rough.
It was a good block.
In fact, yeah, V-Wing blowing up to his own bomb is not well. It's not what you want. Ideally, you would prefer to take the 1 damage on Plo, I suppose, and
Yeah,
keep that.
I mean, Plo
being
did take a
alive.
damage.
Oh, he did as well.
Yeah.
Right. So was it Django who didn't take any damage?
Yeah. No, Django took a damage.
Everyone
The bombs hurt
damage.
everyone.
Everyone.
I can't believe Sean dialed in a 1 bank on Plo. Did he just? I mean, he must have just forgot what he'd put in.
I don't know. He wasn't. To be fair, he wasn't a mile away from getting out of it, was he? I mean,
Yeah,
he
but
was thinking maybe. Yeah.
I feel like because what Plo ended up basically facing the same direction he was at the start of the turn, so putting in a 2 straight would have accomplished the exact same thing and still could have boosted and barrel rolled out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he would have been. A face-off with Grievous is not a bad situation either.
Be fair, Atticus. Saying the V-Wing is the Republic's interceptor is a bit unfair. The V-Wing is the Republic's Z95.
Oh, don't be that harsh. Come on. At least they've got some sort of pilot ability and title.
All right. Django drops a seismic charge. The V-Wing drops his bombs in a last display of maybe they hit something that isn't myself.
So could be in trouble here. Do you think you just go for the K turn here, or the sloop? Try and turn around.
I really hope Plo didn't turn to the right, is all I'll say.
Snags.
Okay, 1 turn from the V-Wing. Boosts.
Okay, nice.
There we go. Okay, now take boost into a target lock. Just lock Grievous. You might get a shot. Yep, there we go. Locks Grievous.
Goes.
Yeah, I know it's the version before the TIE Fighter, but gameplay function-wise, it's
really
basically
low.
the Z95. Has an extra agility, but like... So Grievous is kind of piecing out.
Nice,
2 sloop
nice.
from Plo Koon. Django turns away.
Oh, yeah. Seismic could do a bit of damage there.
So V-Wing is...
Poor old Yellow.
Oh, wait, the V-Wing's just dead.
Yeah.
And a purple Talon roll from Anakin is going to shoot the gunship in the bum with a bullseye.
Okay.
Okay, so the V-Wings are about to expire and the real game shall begin. Sean hates Anakin having force. You're not wrong.
I wonder which rock you blow up.
Yeah, so we kill the V-Wing, everything's back. Now, the real game shall begin. It's Jedi versus people.
And there's less rocks.
And there's less rocks. Alright. Oh, maybe
Perfect.
the gunship gets hit. Yep, gunship gets hit by a thermal. One last hurrah from the V-Wings. Let's see. Rolls the dice. Blank.
What have we got? Well, when your luck's not in, your luck's not in.
Well, I guess if Anakin's just going to focus, having the force is meaningless. You only need like 1 a turn. Django has no shot. Well arc dodged, Sean. And we've got a Range 2 bullseye into DGS.
Oh, nice.
Here we go. 3-on-1 with a focus and a reroll. Predator.
Oh,
Yeah. Predator on the
that
blank.
reroll.
Yeah,
Nice.
3 hits. This is what we need. 1 evade. We didn't need that. Okay. That is half points on DGS. Flips Zam's card. It's the bonus attack one, which doesn't get to do anything because DGS is facing the wrong way. And we got Plo Koon, who's got range 3 into Django.
Keep thinking
I'm
away.
sure Plo should be at full force, but
He has to be doing. He has to be doing damage here. He didn't
best,
need it.
best 68
No,
points
he's not
ever.
going.
Alright, so absolutely nada from Plo. He's spending. Is he what? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, no damage.
Oh, right, because Django did
That's
a.
all we got from that.
Yeah, Django did a easier maneuver, so it gets to change the focus result
yeah,
to
of
a
course,
blank.
For purely salt in the wounds. That point.
Alright, so it's Plo Koon versus Django Fett and General Grievous, and Anakin Skywalker versus DGS-047. Who shall win? Nobody knows. Although, to be fair, DGS is in, like, kill range if Sean can line up a bullseye on Anakin. Overlay update. Unfortunately, we have no control over the overlay. The overlay is down to Sean. He has the admin rights on the overlay, so when he wants to update it, he will. I can, however, go into this little score tracker and... Oh, no, I need to change my color. I'll find out who's winning for us until Sean gets around to it. So we've got dead, halved. So player 1, that's the Separatist Christopher, has currently scored 68, and player 2 has scored 22.
I think he has to kill that frisbee this round, doesn't he? Somehow.
Yeah,
he needs Anakin.
if he kills the frisbee, he has a chance.
He needs Anakin to get into the fight over here with Django, and he can't be chasing that frisbee for too many turns. Goku can stay out of trouble for the next couple of rounds, and Anakin can kill the frisbee.
Has caught up on the overlay.
There you go.
Yeah, like, so the frisbee. I mean, I guess the frisbee could do a straight and try and get away from Anakin, but it's probably doing a side slip. So if
Christopher's
Sean,
point of view is just trying to just stay alive for as long as possible now.
Sean calls it right. He can line up a bullseye, and the frisbee is in kill range, like relatively easy kill range from a range 1 bullseye. The problem is that Django Fett and General Grievous are probably going to eat Plo Koon for breakfast at this rate.
I think Grievous has got a couple of turns before he's going to get anything on Plo. If he can stay out of Django's for another turn, ally with Anakin, come back round. We got a game.
A boost from Anakin.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The no force Etta continues. We got a turn from the gunship. Yeah, welcome to Frisbees. You side slip stop, side slip stop, side slip stop. And he's taking a target lock onto Anakin. And I sense an ion missile incoming. Because that boost makes me think Anakin's ignoring the Frisbee.
Yeah.
We've got a 1 hard boost from Grievous, linking it to a focus. Now, what's Plo
out of
doing?
there.
Plo's doing a 3 bank.
Okay, he's
flipping a charge on R4P to make it blue to relieve the stress.
If he can bump Django here, that's good. That's good.
I have a bad feeling that Django's doing like a Talon roll.
But would he have thought that Sean was going to run off down the side of the board there? He might be thinking I might need to go and chase him.
Maybe, but I feel like
yeah, if he turns around or jumps straight over them, yeah.
Yeah, contraband cybernetics 4K.
Okay.
So he's going to get a stress, but we'll get to do an action. And we've got Django and Grievous taking shots into Plo Koon. What's Anakin revealed? Anakin's revealed a 5 straight. Okay.
Wow. Good.
Can't boost.
No.
So he's just there. He
You've
evades.
got to remember, yeah, the ion.
Yeah.
Save
Oh
us.
look, he's there, and there's a rock in front of him.
Oh.
So Plo takes a range 1 shot from Jango
Ouch.
Fett. Jango Fett's ability is not online for this shot though, so no modding the focus on Plo Koon's defense.
We got-
Spends the lock.
Ooh. Yeah, of course.
Again, spends the force for
yeah.
hit crit.
Okay, come on, Shawnee boy.
Double
Oh,
evade
there
from
we go.
Sean, so just a
That's what he
single
needs.
shield plinked off of Plo.
He's still got his force.
Still got his force and target lock, so Grievous might be in a bit of spot of bother. Anakin has no shot though. Damn, that sounds like a close game. 172 to 173.
Ooh.
We got Plo Koon, 4 dice into General Grievous. He really needs magic from
Needs
this
something
shot.
here, doesn't he?
Okay, that
is
is
okay.
hit focus blank. Spends the lock on the blank
Yeah.
and the focus.
Yeah,
Wants to keep
I
his
think-
force if he can.
I think maybe you have to.
Into 2 focuses. Spends both force. All right,
Yeah.
aggression.
Again, at this point, I think that is the only option.
And Grievous
Yeah,
blanks
Grievous-
out, so Grievous takes
He's
4.
got, he's got focus. Grievous got focus. So.
Yeah, but so Grievous down to 2 hull. So if Plo Koon can weather this shot back, all of a sudden we have a game on our hands, because that is Grievous on half points.
Okay.
However,
yeah,
Grievous
that
has
is
just rolled some paint.
Not okay.
So that's 3 going through onto Plo Koon. So hit,
And
crit,
it is a critical.
hit, and crit. So if this is a direct hit, the game is over. It's not damage sensor array. Plo Koon can only focus.
So the game is over then.
The game is relatively over. And the final shot of this round, we have an iron missile going into Anakin.
Damage sensor array on a sprite.
3 on 3. All right, only 1 hit from the gunship, and evades from Anakin. And I'm going to guess that the card assigned was not the double tap at the end of engagement. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter because no one has him in arc, so you can't. All right, next round. Anakin's
Right,
back on
go.
1 force. Plo Koon's also on 1 force. The gunship has is normal flying, but do you stop as the gunship here? Maybe you do. Maybe you try and bank past that asteroid.
I think maybe even at this point, you're so far ahead, you might as well just chase Anakin, chase him straight down there, go straight over the rock. No, well, I mean, he's so far ahead now. Sean really needs something to go in his favour here. He needs some sort of either bad dial turn by Christopher.
Grievous is quite happily positioned to just, I guess, 5 straight, maybe 3 straight and boost over Plo.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of that stress and just get out of the line of fire for the moment. Anakin's
of course, he's got a damage sensor array, so
yeah, Anakin's kind of telegraphed where he's going next turn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be a turn to the right.
Arc ability is off, basically. Yeah, Plo Koon's in a lot of trouble, I'd say.
Yeah, I think I'm with you there. Anakin, I feel like Anakin should have just killed DGS. It definitely would have been possible. My guess is Sean feels like he needs to double team some of the Separatist ships with his Jedi.
Okay.
So 2 bank, skips past the rock, and takes a calculate. Grievous does a 5 straight over Plo. Not much that Plo can really do in response, but Plo does a 2 tap 2 sloop. Gets a stress, so Plo will have a shot into General Grievous. Bump
Ooh.
from Django.
Ah, there you go. Anakin could be in trouble here, though.
And here comes Anakin.
Ooh.
3 turn.
So that's a non-bump, so either
He
way.
has a target lock on Django.
He does.
And he boosts
Yeah.
fast. Okay. So he's going for the pair of
Yes.
shots onto General Grievous. I think that's correct, because Django's not
Believe.
shooting. Django's not shooting. DGS doesn't have a great shot.
Actually turned out quite nicely for Sean.
So, what is Sean shooting the... Oh, Sean's shooting the tractor beam.
Okay.
This could be a mistake.
Ooh.
2 hits.
Maybe you do need to do damage.
Only 1 evade.
Really...
Rerolls into a blank.
Mm.
So he's assigned a tractor to General Grievous.
You don't want to put him behind that rock, though, do you? You just want to leave him there, I think.
He's arc dodged Plo.
Oh. I mean, maybe he's hoping for the rock to...
But...
I think leaving him there, giving him 1 less agility and just having a Plo shot. Maybe he's got a plan?
I don't... I'm so confused. He's just arc dodged his own... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you there, Stuart. And he takes the rotate. Another stress. Grievous is out of there next turn. Yeah. Sean. No. That was the time.
Wow.
That was the time.
What's his moment?
So we got some range 3 obstructed shots from the gunship.
Watch these go through.
I have a feeling that this is just going to be a primary. Yep, into Plo, trying to get that last little bit of damage in. Has a calculate, and so he spends it. So 2 hits. Plo needs some paint, and Plo will have to spend his force, but he does survive.
Okay.
All right.
He needs to, if he wants this game to go on any longer, he needs to clear that crit as well, doesn't he? Really?
Yeah.
Somehow. Just into space. Well, find space. Try and clear it. Try and not get attacked. I can't believe
he barrel rolled Grievous onto the rock. He's probably kicking himself now, but now he must be kicking himself. Like when he put up that arc, you've got to be like, oh right, yeah.
It would be, but I mean, it wasn't a million miles out. Maybe he thought he'd just clip him, but even then, putting him behind the rock, giving him that extra agility back.
Yeah, sort of negates the tractor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like Grievous is on 2 hull. Plo Koon shooting 3 dice into 1 agility. That could easily have just killed him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But anyway, moving on. We don't dwell on mistakes from Tin Squadron, because if we did, we'd dwell them forever.
We'd only dwell on them.
We'd only dwell on them. We'd never play games. Plo Koon and Anakin Skywalker, they can still do it. 27 minutes left. They can still do it. The hope is still alive. There's fire in his eyes. I hope for my points that I bet on Sean because I showed Tin Solidarity. God damn it.
Always next time. Right, so what are we doing here then? Anakin, has to chase. They both have to chase now, don't they, really?
Yeah. What else? So the gunship, 2 hard turn, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Cut them off.
Get just 2 hard turn to the right, get those arcs facing towards the Jedi, because the Jedi clearly aren't interested in you. Grievous.
Exactly.
Oh, that's not a safe bet, Nazi Wojak. General Grievous just 5 straight, I assume.
Put point on it, goddammit.
Anakin.
What do you do with this player though? Do you try and just clear that crit? Do you chase? Everything in Christopher's mind's going to be telling him he's going to chase. So maybe the play is just to get out of there, clear the crit, and then come round.
I don't think you can afford to leave. Hey, Hexiled Gaming Raid. Welcome to the party. We are watching a Separatist player demolish a Republic player.
Hmm.
I don't know how else to put it. Yeah,
the
it's
Plo
102
Koon
to 49. Plo Koon's on half and basically dead. Anakin's still
with
full
one
health.
hull.
Anakin can do it. Anakin
The damage
boosts
sensor.
there. Where's Plo going?
He's leaving the gap open there for Plo.
I
So
hope
he's stressed and with a damage sensor, so he's got no.
DGS turns in,
movement.
takes a calculate token. Grievous
Ooh.
turns in. Okay, we have some aggression. I like it. So where's Plo going? Plo's revealed a 1 hard. And he's flipping the last charge in R4P to reduce the difficulty of that maneuver to blue, and he's taking a focus.
His mandatory focus, because that is all he can take.
All right, Rain. Oh god, and Django's there. Oh no. Oh, it's all over.
Yeah, he's out of it.
It's not Sean Sween. No, this is Sean Oakley, the main person behind this stream getting.
This is we're playing a Balanced of the Force round 1 of the Tin Squadron tournament at the minute. So this is actually not a game for nothing. This means something. It's not going ideal for
Anakin's
Sean.
doing a
who
purple
is
talon roll.
Oh gosh, there he goes.
I love that Django took a target lock on Anakin just because he assumed that Plo is already dead in his mind. Plo range 1. 4 dice into Plo. He's gonna fire the auto blasters, Dooku a crit, and kill Plo. And there's nothing Sean can
It's
do.
like you could sense what's coming already, Sam.
Yeah.
I
Changes the
feel
blank.
that-
Changes the blank to the crit. Auto blasters. Nothing Plo can do. Plo's dead. Purple Talon roll. So that's the new Jedi ship, the Etta 2, have purple maneuvers, which is you need to spend a force to do it. It's technically harder than a red maneuver. So yeah, it's Jedi specific. You have to spend a force to do the maneuver. But it's like pretty awesome. Anakin has a bullseye into Jango Fett. We'll just quietly move on past the fact that Plo is now dead, I guess. So range 2, bullseye. Here we go.
Plo.
Predator is online, but hit focus crit. Spend the focus.
Alright, there you go.
Spend it.
Send it. Oh.
Oh wait, no, Django modified.
Oh yeah, of course. There you go.
Wait,
Ooh.
balls. No. Wait, Sean, you're Predator.
Roll that modified. Sean, why?
Sean, you have Predator. God damn it.
Please.
Use your
Think-
mods.
Maybe at this point Sean might have checked out. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe.
I mean, you know, he's just
Maybe.
playing for the MOV here. Like we say, it's not. This is a game that actually means something. It could extra
Yeah.
20,
It's
30
alright.
points.
Maybe Sean
could
plans on
see him
submarining.
through. Oh, that's what
Okay,
we do
so
best at
DGS
Tin
has a lock.
Squadron.
Django has a lock. Anakin's in a spot of bother. Yeah, I'm not like I'm trying to think of a way. Is 2 E-wings still viable? I cannot answer that. Looks like Atticus has an answer for you. I don't play
2
Rebels that much.
E-wings still viable. Oh, of course. Natty is actually well, he is. He used to be part of Tin Squadron, Sam. So he was just infamous for running 2 E-wings
Yeah.
if we first started in 0.0. And we ended up calling him Natties because he just rolled Natties. So that's all you need to do.
Thank you for following Broadcloak and Random
There's
Account
loads of
Pilot.
follows.
Welcome to Tin Squadron. We're currently, as I think we mentioned, running Balance of the Force tournament. This is round 1. Sean versus Christopher, and I hate to disparage my Tin Squadron brethren, but I think Christopher has this game quite handily. It's Anakin versus the world. Untouched Anakin, maybe he can do it. DGS does a stop. Grievous says, "Hello, Anakin Skywalker. You're not Kenobi, but you'll do." Where's Django going? It's just like a 4K.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you got the Force. You got a target lock. What else do you need? Anakin, 2 bank. We fight this like men. Range 1 bullseye. It could kill Grievous. Like, could very easily kill.
That is
takes an evade.
something. I mean, you take that at this point, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You would take that.
Anakin. So Django shoots first. Range 2 into Anakin.
Leave.
So here we go. Range 2 into Anakin. Hit, focus, focus. Spends the target lock. For 3 hits.
Yeah.
It's alright, we got the Force and an.
Oh.
Spends an evade and the
Okay,
Force
well,
for 2. Anakin takes 1. It's alright. If every time Anakin takes a damage he kills a ship, it'll be a draw.
That's a good hit to kill ratio, I'd say.
Alright, range 1 is General Grievous. Range 1 bullseye from Lieta. So 3 dice bullseye turned into 4.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
not the result Sean wanted to see. Predator, he remembers it this time. Hit crit.
Okay.
So this can do it.
Could be enough.
This can do it. Grievous just needs to blank out,
Sounds-
which he
oh, there we
does. And now Sean needs this crit to not be a ship crit.
go. Yeah, of course.
And it is a
Yeah.
ship crit. So
Aha.
Impervium Plating says no. And it goes away.
Into the void.
The crit was specifically weapons failure, but it kind of is irrelevant. Grievous lives. Grievous
Grievous
gets to
lives.
shoot.
That is not the
4
result
on
Sean would have
3.
wanted.
No mods.
That is not.
No mods on either side. So we'll see who wins. Red dice or green dice. 69 viewers. Good lord.
Oh,
All right,
Yeah.
single crit. Here we go.
what can you do?
Anakin has a chance. Evades. See, my ratio is still on the go. He's taken 1 damage, and technically would have killed
Nearly.
1 ship if Grievous didn't have bullshit.
Ooh.
You find the iron
Just
missile here, I think.
Yes, yeah. Oh,
You
if
just-
he manages to eye on Anakin here, this yeah.
I mean,
GG.
just at this point, you just want the dealer damage.
True. He's not gonna. He won't be getting the iron through, will he?
All right, 2 hits
drastic
from
happens.
the gunship's iron missile, and we've got 4 evades from Anakin. Yeah, here's all the paint that he
Yeah.
really could have used on other shots, but it's fine.
Lowly paint.
The end of the engagement phase. Ooh, is that? Yeah, we got a double tap from DGS. So this is at the end of the engagement phase. DGS wasn't shot, and Anakin could have shot him, so he gets a second attack. Just a primary, so that is
Crit.
blank crit.
Mhm.
Already has a lock. You can just use your network aim. There we go, networked aim. For focus crit, so just a single crit going into the evades. 4 dice from Anakin, blanks out, no force. What's the crit?
Yeah.
Direct hit, and that is game.
Well, that just about sums the game up, I think.
that was the volley of
there may
shots
be things-
needed.
Sean might have done a few things differently along, but I mean, Christopher has played
Right.
a good game, to be honest.
We must remember to berate him for 2 things. 1, read Besh's card. 2,
True.
why did you track General Grievous onto the rock out of close firing arc? Yeah, well done, Chris. That was just a really well piloted game.
Yeah. He didn't really just put a foot wrong there, really, did he? I mean,
Yeah,
I know
impervium
Sean would have done
plating.
a few things differently there. Yeah,
Impervium plating kept him in the game, but like Django was untouched. Like
Yeah. So what's the final?
the final
49
score
points?
is 49 points. Half on General Grievous, half on DGS. 200 for Christopher.
Okay.
Was pretty neat.
Jumping back in here, or
I'm not sure how they're going to do it. I think they're probably having a little chat. I imagine Sean will be back in here in a sec.
I believe we'll both.
Here we are,
We'll both
here
be
they are.
back.
So, how was it?
Fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It looked like. Yeah, you were having fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best I've ever flown. I'll freely
Yeah.
admit that, but
You might have tilted Atticus through the roof, Sean.
What happened?
well, he wanted me.
Whoa.
He wanted me to lose, didn't he? Because he wants the alt art card.
True, but we were just watching your moves. So we have two things to remind you of, Sean.
Okay.
One,
I should not.
read Besh's card.
Oh.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay. I told
Two.
you.
Will be
Why
mad.
did you tractor General?
Yeah,
Grievous?
I know. The moment no, the tractoring was fine. I should have left him where he was.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that's what the play was. I was a little.
Yeah. At the moment I did that, I was like,
there.
whoops. But
Yeah. I was all set up. I had a great line. It's like, oh, he's put a tractor on General Grievous. Now Plo Koon's gonna. Oh, he barrel rolled him. He arc dodged his own ship.
See, my biggest fear was that you were going to land a range 1 tractor on the Django and put him on a rock.
yeah.
Yeah, because that wouldn't have been fun. Luckily, I would shoot first, so I'd be able to at least, get a
Yeah.
shot off before being thrown into an asteroid.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Very well played.
Lessons
Very
learned for
well
next
played.
time. Apparently I owe Atticus a new desk.
There was a moment in the chat where he was just like face banging the desk.
You know,
Oh,
luckily being organising the prizes myself kind of means I don't have to worry about getting top in faction. You know.
Hey, don't
That's true.
Just
broadcast
slide
our
yourself
cheating
into
on stream.
Perks of the job. Oh. Right. Well, on that note, guys.
And just to rub it,
No, sorry, what were you going to say, Ricky?
I was going to rub it all in. We had about 70 people watching you at one point. I think when you did the
It's-
did the tractor beam.
It's probably not the most that have seen me screw up, so. Right, guys, on that note,
Thanks to everyone who joined in.
we will briefly disappear and reset the table for game 2. Stay tuned, we've got some interesting lists coming up.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
oh yeah.
Including a
Wow,
100
I've seen the lists.
a 140 point Millennium Falcon. So stay tuned for that one, guys. We'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.